Gonna catch this baby. Of course, she can't be seen on the camera because some of her can. She gives me more of a fight than any of the three. So that's why she needs more handling than any of the three, because she resists me the most. Come here, baby. I'm gonna start out by just patting her, touching her, without catching her. She's better. She's still running and hiding, but she's not doing it quite as much. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Well, she's starting to know that means I'm calling her and I touch her. She's going from me. She's not running as bad, you know. She's not as scared and as shaky as she has been. Just touching her. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Of course, Dawn's gonna get between us. Hello. Okay, it's time to get caught. Move out of the way, Mama. There we go. Once you go for it, you better stop. You better succeed. Once you go for it, you have to succeed. You have to succeed. Come on, I want to put your halter on. I want, Can't let her hit her head on the ground. Got your butt rope around her. Hit the butt rope around her. Get some control. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay. See, it's okay for them to be like this. It's perfectly normal. Even though she was imprinted, you got all kinds of personalities. Some cling to Mama more than others. She was only born mid-May, like May 15th. So she's not even a month old. After about 2 months, I'll work her a little bit, then I'll leave her alone for a while, pull her back in to be worked around 5, 6 months old, work her a little bit, turn her back out, and then work her again at a year. Without asking too much at each stage of the game. When they're a year, they'll get a lot more. And she's going to try to pull away, but I'm hoping to succeed in getting the halter on. If I can get the halter on. There we go. She's better than she was the other day. See, once you're able to do it, they're better. And I'm going to hold on to her now by holding the halter. Okay, so I'm going to get it buckled. Come here. And now I can pull her like that. And it's still too big to buckle, even though it's a foal halter. They grow out of them quickly though, so I start with foal halters. And so I got the halter on. I got a butt rope around her back. I'm gonna tie this, okay, she's gonna fight. I'm gonna tie this by slipping it under and just doing a simple little knot. Because I'm in a stall, we're not going anywhere, and I don't need all that secure of a grip. But you gotta be ready for anything. So I'll just pull her this way. Gotta be ready. Can't let their head hit the ground. If they bang their head on the ground, they can get brain damage. So you have to be ready. Hey, would you mind handing me another lead rope? So then I'll have one lead for the head, and I'll have this lead for the butt rope. Just gonna let her fight a little bit. I'm only gonna do this for about 10, 15 minutes at the most. I'm gonna handle her. Just. Laurie, would you mind handing me another lead rope, please? So I got her head with the halter, and I have her hind end with the butt rope. It's under the tail, it's just above the hocks. and a full-size halter that she will grow out of quickly. And now I'm just going to hook this to the side. Actually, I'm going to hook it on the same spot on the bottom. That way I can work from either side. There we go. See, now I've got her in the front and on the back. So I can get her to yield to the pressure of being led this way, whoa, and then from behind with the butt rope. So I got 2 ropes. I got the front lead, go left, good girl, and the back lead, go forward, good girl. And the minute she takes a couple steps, just release the pressure so that right away, good girl, they begin to know what pressure and release is. So now I can pull her with the front and be real light on the back so that she comes to that side like I'm asking her to, but then tug her forward a little bit with the butt rope. There we go. And just reward her. Easy girl. And now we're going to switch sides. Right here, the minute you let up on pressure, that's when they're going to try to bound away or something. You've got to really be careful not to let that head hit the ground. And release, pull forward, side to side. She's really fighting. To the side, make her lose her balance, and release. Good girl. Good girl. And we'll go this way. And release. Good girl. She's going rear. And I'm going to hold her down. It's good to do these things while they're not as strong, you know, because when you wait a few months, like a lot of people wait till they're weanlings to work with them. Of course, the mare matters. Like I know this mare's not going to hurt me. Cannot let that head come back or hit the ground. If it does hit the ground, you're going to have to make it a very soft landing. Okay, now we're in the same position. Pressure, release. Good girl. If you wait till they're a weanling, 4 or 5 months old, they're a lot stronger. Pull off balance. Good girl. See, she thinks she yielded because I pulled her off balance. She came toward the pressure or away from the pressure. But anyway, if the mare gives you a hard time, sometimes I'll tie the mare up just outside the stall. But none of my mares are too bad. Right now, there's no pressure on her. She's just standing still. But I'm ready. I'm ready for her to try to get away. Now I'm going to urge her a little bit closer to me with the butt rope. Pull. Get 2 steps and release. Let her stand real easy. And now we're going to try to come this way. Good girl. All I'm doing is leading right now. That's it. Just leading. Not doing any yielding of hindquarters or shoulders, you know, neck flexion, nothing like that. She's not ready for that. She's too young. All I'm doing is teaching her to yield to the pull of the lead rope. And then rubbing her down. When she's still like this, I release the pressure. Let up on the pressure. This right here will go a long way when you do start working with them. I'm not going all the way down to the hoof. I have been all the way down to the hoof, but I'm not. I'm just going down to that cannon bone right there. Rubbing her on the shoulders. I've been rubbing her ears. She's getting better and better and better. A few days ago, this would have been unheard of. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Whoa. And then that butt rope. See, she made it happen herself because she's yielding. Come toward me. Now I'm going to walk this way. Now, a lot of colts I won't walk right in front of like that. Like, I got one little colt. I wouldn't dare just get right in front of him because he's already shown that he will rear up on his hind legs and put his fronts on me. And I don't want that. You gotta know your animals. Whoop, she's going to try to rear out of it. So now pressure on both prevents that. You might not want to do all this if you don't have a lot of experience. You might want to, get some help or... You got to start somewhere though, right? Just make sure you're in a confined area. Don't let them hit their head on the ground. That's your two big keys. Because they can fall all over the place as long as they don't hit their head on the ground. Good girl. Come on toward me. See? It's a leading lesson. That's what it is. Just a couple weeks old. Not even a month old. And I did some of this when she was first born. But like I said, she was the one that was most afraid. This right here, just a couple of sessions like this, and I'll be able to turn her loose and come back in a couple months. Actually, just by doing this, when I'm out in the field, she'll start approaching and following me because she's so used to just me. And she's learning right here that I don't hurt her, that she can chill. Good girl. And on that note of being such a good girl, while she's standing perfectly still, I'm going to get Mama out of the way. Come on, this way. I'm going to get Mama out of the way. Let's go this way. Back up, Mama. We're going to get Mama out of the way. We're going to bring Baby to a standstill on video. See how she's coming and following without a fight much more easily. There we go. Still, even though she's pulling away from me, she's not trying to rear. Good girl. Right there. I'm going to let her relax. There's no pressure. There's zero pressure right now, which means that by her own choice, she's standing still because she's not fighting. And so it's at this moment that I'm going to drop the lead, the butt rope. I'm going to get the halter untied, put my arms around it. See, I knew she would try to break away, so that's why I've still got the grip. So now I'm going to get the grip around her chest, get her perfectly still here. See, get her still. She's not relaxed. She's very tense right now. Okay. Smile. Smile. Smile for the camera. And while she's still, I'm going to slip this halter off, but hold her. Whoop. See? Now it's off. But luckily, it's still hooked up top. Because I don't want that to be the lesson. So now, I get it unhooked. Put my arms around, let her go. Okay, and now she's going to relax. Good girl. And as she relaxes, I have no pressure on her now. Now I'll take my hands off of her, let her gently walk away. So that she walks away in a calm fashion and not a tense fashion.